In this tutorial, I'm going to show you the basics of Adobe Illustrator in Creative Suite CS6. So here we have the Adobe Illustrator interface. To start working, we need to create a workboard. So we'll go to File, New. We'll name this document and in Adobe Illustrator, it's not as important to choose a correct aspect ratio of your workboard because typically you're going to be viewing your diagram through some other portal. So we'll go ahead and click OK. Now we've created this workspace that we can now begin to work in. So we'll start off with the different tools. We have the two different selection tools. We have a pen tool. The pen tool, you'll click different points and it will connect those points with a line. To create a curve with the pen tool, you'll click and drag, and the line will approach the center point of your click and drag tangentially from both of the points that connect to that middle point. So if I click over here, this line approaches it tangentially, as does this line. And then I can continue and I can close this shape, making it a polygon. So here I have a polygon drawn, and I can make different changes to this polygon with the color tool. And this color tool will change how I want to fill this object. If I want to make changes to the outline, I can click the stroke button here. I can change the line weight of it and make it much heavier. And if I show more, then I can also make it a dashed line. I can change the sizes of the dashes. And that is how we will work with those different polygons. You also have a line tool, which is click and drag. Now I have the settings of this line tool set to the stroke of this. If I want to change this, I can go back to the stroke. I can lower the line weight. I can make it not a dashed line. Another option I have is to put arrowheads on the end of these lines. So here I have an arrowhead at end 1, and I can add a different type of arrowhead at end 2. You can also adjust the profile of the line. And as you can see, it gets narrower towards the end and thicker towards the beginning. Another tool that we have is the text tool. I can click and drag to create a text box. And then in the upper ribbon, I can make changes to the font type, the font style, as well as the size. If I want to make this a much larger font, I can type whatever I want in here. To make changes to the color of the font, you can do it down here by double-clicking the fill. If I wanted this to be a red colored font, go ahead and click OK, and now when I click off, the word green shows up red. There's also a rectangle tool where you will click and drag this rectangle, and again the fill option that was chosen earlier is being used. So if I want to edit that, I can do it over here by double clicking, or I can do it by selecting the color screen up there. And I've given it a black border. Another tool that we have here in Adobe Illustrator is the dropper tool. If I want this shape to resemble this one over here, I can go ahead and click the dropper in this after having selected the shape I want to change. And now this shape takes on all the aspects of the shape that I put the dropper on. And those are the basics of using Adobe Illustrator to create diagrams, which you can then present with.